Hello everyone. So in today's tutorial we are going to learn how to find the sum of digits of a number using function. So these are the steps to follow. The first step is to get the input from the user. So we are going to take the input n equal to 987 from the user, and in the second step we need to pass that value to the function named as sum of digits and then store the returned value in some variable, say x. So we need to store that value which is returned from the function in variable x. So x equal to sum of digits of n, and in the below is the definition of the function sum of digits. So the first step is to extract the value from the number. That can be done using mod operator as n% and storing that value in some variable, say remainder, as rem equal to n mod 10, which is nothing but rem equal to 987 mod 10. So the value stored would be 7 in this variable rem, and in the second step we need to add this value to the sum variable and update the sum variable with that value. So initial value of sum variable will be 0, so that's why we need to write sum equal to sum plus rem, which would give sum equal to 0, since initial value is 0 of sum. So 0 plus 7, which would update the sum value to 7. And after that, in third step we need to update the value of n using n divided by 10, since we have already extracted one digit in step 3.1, which is here. So we need to update the value of n. So n equal to n by 10, which is nothing but n equal to 987 by 10. So the new value of n would be 98. So in the fourth step we need to repeat the steps 3.1, 3.2 and 3.3 until n greater than 0, where n greater than 0 is the condition which is to be used inside while loop. And after the execution of this while loop, the final value stored in the variable sum would be 7 plus 8 plus 9, which is the sum of the digits, that is 24. And then we need to return the sum variable. So the returned value of the sum variable would be stored in the variable x here, and then we need to print this variable x, so the output would be 24. Now let's see the coding part of this question. So let's define the function. So its return type would be int, as we are returning the integer value. So int sum of digits, and the value will be passed as a single argument, so int n. Now we are going to declare the variables which we are going to use. So int rem is the first variable which we are going to use to extract the values, which is the digits from the number, and the next variable would be sum, which is initialized to 0 to store the sum of digits of a number. Next we are going to define the while loop, and the condition for the while loop would be n must be greater than 0. Next we are going to extract the values in the variable rem. So rem equal to n mod 10. So the digits of the number n would be extracted one by one to the variable rem. Next we need to update the sum value. So sum equal to sum plus rem, and then we also need to update the number integer, which is n. So n equal to n by 10. After the completion of this while loop, the sum of digits of the number would be stored in the variable sum, so we need to return that value. So return sum. Coming to the main part, first we need to declare the variable which we are going to take the input from the user. So int n c, and this is the input taken from the user. Next we need to store the returned value from the function in some other variable. So we are going to use the variable x. So int x equal to sum of digits of n. So the return value would be stored in x. Next we need to print the return value which has been stored in the variable x. So cout sum of digits of a number is x. Yeah, this is the complete code which we have written. Next, let's see the output. So this is the custom input which has been provided, which is 987. So let's run this. So the expected output should be 24. So yeah, the sum of digits of a number 987 is 24. This is giving the correct output as expected. So here is the complete code. And the time complexity of this function of this code would be O of log n. Yeah. Thank you. For any queries, comment below. Please like and subscribe for further updates.